What's up, guys, and welcome to today's show. Today I want to focus on England and their win over Scotland a couple of days ago in the friendly game. So, first things first, England won the game 3-1. First half they were outstanding, in control of the game. Bellingham was, absolutely phenomenal. I think the goal scorers were Foden, Bellingham and Harry Kane got the third. Bellingham with a goal and an assist on the night. Fantastic. But let's put that to one side, because that's a game England should win. Probably one of the top three teams in the world at this precise moment in time. So that's a game England should win. Stellar players. Multiple £100 million players in that team. I want to talk about Maguire. Now listen, Maguire's a big man. And I just want to make certain things clear. It ain't a bullying thing on Maguire. Listen, I don't agree with anyone getting abused. I don't agree with it. But Maguire's a rubbish player. Now I want to just give you guys the common sense explanation on why Maguire is where he is and why it's his fault, why it's Gareth Southgate's fault, and why it's the English pundits and sports media's fault that he is where he is and he's getting the abuse he's getting. Harry Maguire, like so many other English players, was put on a pedestal and overrated by the English sports media and pundits. Put on a pedestal that he ain't that. Pep tried to sign him, and as soon as Pep realised he was too slow and too expensive, he thought, nah, not for City. And then I think it was only good as Solskjaer, who's a shit manager, went and signed him. Now, he was put on a pedestal by the English sports media and pundits that he ain't on as a world-class centre-back. He ain't a world-class centre-back. He's a shit centre-back, mediocre at best. So that lies the first problem. That he was raised to a level that he just ain't at. So the English sports media and pundits, the same pundits that defend him, you must take the blame. You must take the blame. Stop overrating bang average players just because they are English. Because they're gonna be found out. Nah. Let's move on to the other problem, Maguire himself. Now, Maguire, I don't know him personally, but I know I ain't gonna like the guy. Now, he had a little bit of problems abroad, I don't know the full story, but he got a bit of an altercation. I don't know the full story, so I'm not gonna talk too much about that. But the way he speaks and the interviews, it makes him more of a hateable character. He seems to believe the hype that he's up there with the elite centre-backs like Yapstam and Vidic and Ferdinand who have played for Manchester United. He seems to think that he's at the level to play for Manchester United. My bro, you are delusional because you ain't that. He gives these cringy interviews, and he was on a run of bad form sometime last year, and then he had an international game. I forgot who it was against, and it wasn't a very good team. The pub team England should be beaten easily, and then he scored, and then he went and done that celebration, mate. What is that? That is an arrogant, stupid celebration. You've been rubbish for years at Manchester United. Ten Hag don't want ya. Then you go and score against a pub team and you're doing all that, saying, oh, mate, it's a stupid celebration. Humble it, mate. Be humble. Be more likeable. Be humble. And maybe you ain't going to get so many people that's on your case. Understand that you're slow. Understand that you can't turn. Understand that you're not built for the modern game with the high line and the progressive football that managers want to play. You ain't got it, brother. Now, I want to move on to Gareth Southgate. A manager that I do not like. I don't like him personally, but listening to him speak and listening the way he is, he's a twat in my head. And I would love to debate him. I would love to debate Gareth Southgate because I'd beat him easily. He's a twat. He got Nottingham Forest relegated. Was it Forest? I think it was Forest. A club team. He got them relegated. Or Middlesbrough. It was Forest or Middlesbrough. He got them relegated. No, Middlesbrough, that's who it was. So he was no good managing on a day-to-day basis as proper managers, the elite managers do. He was a mediocre player. He's a mediocre manager who's got a world-class England team. Probably the best England team since 2010, that period. Now, he came out and said at the start of his England tenure that he will pick players on form. He ain't doing that. Phillips ain't on form. Maguire ain't on form. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about Jordan Henderson. I'm a massive Henderson fan. And at least Henderson's playing out there in the Saudi heat. He looks fit. He's got his touch. He's sharp. He's playing every minute of every game. But why and how do you justify playing Calvin Phillips and Harry Maguire? Now, you've got players in midfield like James Ward-Prowse who can come and do a fantastic job in the middle of the park for England, who've warranted a starting place for England. But I want to speak more about the centre-halves. You've got Dunk. You've got the young Chelsea centre-back that's playing at the moment, week in, week out. His name slipped my head. You've got Guy. You've got Tomori, Serie A champion. Champions League semi-finalist. Serial winner. Now, John Stones is injured. You've also got Ben White, who can play at centre-back. There's no justifiable reason to have Harry Maguire at centre-back unless it is favouritism, nepotism, all things that are wrong in football. He's a teacher's pet. Now, my England back line would be Ramsdale in goal, Chilwell at left back, John Stones, I play it for John Stones, Ben White, and Trent or Trippier. That would be mine. If you're not going to play, definitely John Stones, definitely Chilwell. You could probably rotate Ben White with a Tomori or a Dunk, or you could rotate Trent with a Carl Walker. I don't know, my bad. I'll definitely have Carl Walker. So yeah, those three, I'll definitely get that. Carl Walker, Chilwell, John Stones, and then with the centre-back, choose either Dunk, either Tomori, either Ben White. Now, people that have come out and said, oh, Harry Maguire, Southgate chooses Maguire because there isn't much centre-backs to choose from. Yeah. No, complete bullshit, because there are loads of centre-backs to choose from. It's a complete cop-out, nonsensical crap excuse. There's loads, and they're all better than Maguire. Chris Smalling at Roma's better than Maguire. Maguire shouldn't be anywhere near the England team, even if he is playing week in and week out. Because week in and week out, he'll be doing calamities like he was doing before he got benched and put on the sideline by Eric Ten Hag. Maguire shouldn't be anywhere near the England team, in the squad, in the starting 11. The fact that he is in the England team by Southgate shows what a shit manager Southgate is. The fact that he's still getting defended by the sports media and pundits, because they have to defend him, because they're the ones that put him on this pedestal, and they're the ones that started the process in which I've just gone through to why he's now where he's at. And that's because he's been exposed as a shit player, that he was built up to being a top player that he ain't by the pundits and the sports media. And they now have to defend him because their observations of him were wrong and they were dumb. And it shows how little and how clueless they are about football. And if they aren't clueless, they're just bigging him up because he's English and they overrate their own English players. That's what they're doing. Now, as for the abuse that he's getting, hold on a jiffy. Hold on a jiffy. There's many players that have foreign passports and of different races that have been abused constantly. People like Paul Pogba, much more influential to Manchester United's recent success, but he's been abused and destroyed by the sports pundits and sports media. Why? What's the problem there? Is it because he's got a different passport and he's a different race to Harry Maguire? I'm going to call it out. Yeah, complete hypocrisy. Who's a couple of other players that have been abused? The young boy that plays for Manchester United, on the wing, what's he called? Eric Ten Hag signing. Anthony, he's been rollocked, mate. Rollocked, mate. Just on the focus Manchester United. Pepe, fantastic. To me, he won a flop. I thought Pepe was a good player. Look at his stats, much better than Modric, much better than Anthony's. But he was getting rollocked, wasn't he? And abused. Why is that? I know why. You guys know why. Because he ain't English and he's of a different race. And I'm going to call it out. Now listen, no one deserves to get abused. Even Harry Maguire, a person that I don't like. A person that doesn't seem very likeable to me. No one deserves that amount of abuse. But the people that have caused the abuse, that have put him where he is now, English pundits, English sports media, and Gareth Southgate. Now, Gareth Southgate came out and said, the abuse he's getting is despicable. Disgusting. Do you know what? I agree. Abuse is despicable. But you need to do your job as the England manager and realise he shouldn't even be in the team. Realise that you shouldn't be bringing him on against Scotland when it's what? What's the score? 2-0, yeah, you're bringing him on. He scores an own goal because he's shit. Bring Scotland back into the game. And you shouldn't even be putting him in them circumstances. So you're part of the blame. You're part of the problem. You're the main part of it. So there's no point in pointing fingers and saying, people shouldn't be abused. He shouldn't even be playing, mate. Your favouritism. Your nepotism. He's a teacher's pet. Everything that you went and said you would do as England manager, you have gone against it. You're not picking players on form because Maguire is not in form. Southgate is a shit manager. And I feel sorry for Maguire a little bit because Southgate is making the situation a lot worse. Of course, the England players are going to be talking. Why is this guy still in there? What do I have to do to get in the team? I'm playing so well, playing week in, week out for top teams in Europe. I'm playing week in, week out in the Premier League. What do I have to do? What am I doing wrong? You ain't doing anything wrong. People like Tomori, the young centre-back that plays for Chelsea, a guy. You're not doing anything wrong. Dunk. You're not doing anything wrong. You're a great centre-back that deserves to be in there more than Maguire, but you've got a buffoonic, imbecilic manager who is a loser, who doesn't have a clue what he's doing, who's got a group of world-class players, and England will probably not even make the semi-finals of this Euros. Now, that's unfortunate, because I want England to do well, and there's a lot of players that play for this England team that I respect a lot. Now, I want to make this known, that if England do not win this European Championship, and it won't be easy, you've got Spain, you've got Belgium, you've got France, Germany, they're all going to be in the fight. But if England go out with a whimper and they do not come close to challenging, mate, they should win. They've got the most expensive international team in the world. Then it is on Gareth Southgate. This is all because of Gareth Southgate, because of his team selections, because of his squad selections, because of his tactically ineptness, because his ability to change the game's in-game management, to choose the right formations, to choose the right tactics, and because he's not up to it, because he's inept, because he's cowardly. The Southgate feel-good factor's gone. This is what he is, and he ain't up to it. So, I'm going to end this video here. I had a lot to get off my chest. I'll be back tomorrow for a Premier League preview. Alright guys, if you like this video, please smash the like, comment, share and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Peace.